Bharati Mukherjee, an Indian-American novelist who was born on July 27, 1940 in a wealthy Indian Calcutta family. Because she was born in the Brahmin elite, this meant that the economic status was great for them. However, in 1945, World War II ended when the US dropped atomic bombs. The economic went down, which meant that the Mukherjee family had less money, rules on what they could afford, and now were in the middle class. She was still able to attend the University of Calcutta, where most Brahmins studied during that time. After, she decided to move to Canada in 1966, where she lived in Montreal. Later, migrating to the U.S., she went to the University of Iowa Writers' Workshop, where she earned a Ph.D. in 1969. She went back to Toronto in 1977 to stabilize herself there, but eventually settled in the U.S. in 1980, becoming a U.S. citizen in 1989, where she began teaching at the university level. While studying in the University of Iowa, she married her husband Clark Blaze at the age 23 and had two children named Bernard and Bart Blaze. After finishing her education, Mukherjee has successfully written many amazing short stories, such as The Middleman and Other Stories and Darkness, where she expresses the feeling of rape, violence, and fear through her Indian characters who live in Canada. However, she had also wrote novels such as Jasmine to portray the feeling of a young Indian character who has undergone through loneliness shortly after becoming widowed at age 17. The character soon tries to learn how to deal with her emotional pain by going back to the past to discuss her conflicts while migrating all over the U.S. Another novel written by her was Desirable Daughters, where Mukherjee follows their lives as they leave their conservative, sheltered childhood home, where they are inundated with culture, tradition, and values, and uncultivated with education by the Catholic nuns in their convent structure school and college. Two sisters emigrate to America, and the other relocates to Bombay, India. As you can see, Mukherjee has successfully written many short stories and novels where she portrays her own life experiences in her novels. She transforms into her characters to show us how she felt and how she struggled when going through racism and feminism. People who experience racism have difficulties fitting in, which can lead to confusion as who they should be in order to fit in. On page 77, Jasmine stated, Joy, Jasmine, a shuttle between identities. Jasmine was whom she connected to the most because of how Jasmine would constantly change identity in order to fit in society. In 1964, the Civil Rights Act law has come about. The cause of this was because of a march on Washington outlaws all discrimination in public places and employment. This was when Mukherjee experienced racism, which has influenced her on writing about this. Many women experience feminism in which are not allowed to do certain things because it is a social belief of women not being able to do things. In the novel Jasmine, the protagonist Jasmine has said, we're all quick studies. Once we start letting go, let go just one thing, like not wearing our normal clothes, go on its own down sinkhole. Connected to Mukherjee's life in an interview, she had said, I was, too shy to look at my body, not at ease with my body, I guess. Suggests that Indian women always had to have full coverage, but when it came to America, females were able to dress how they wanted. It still left females being criticized like it was something that should not be done. The people who we are surrounded to the most can influence the decisions and ideas one makes. In places such as India, many young females get married by whom their parents have chosen. Some may agree and others may not, still leaving them with no option of who they should become. Mukherjee herself has experienced something similar like her character Tara, both rearranged marriages by her parents. However, Mukherjee decides to disobey her parents while Tara marries him and later gets divorced. As soon as she denies her parents' rearranged marriage, she migrated to America. This was when she got all her influences and decided to write on what she has gone through, such as racism, feminism, and how her parents had rearranged her marriage.